most of our lives are spent on tour, so it's always very special coming home here to Swinton Magna. It's where I first fell in love with the circus. Come and take a look inside. And as you can see, we have an amazing troupe of performers from all over the world. Something for all the family. And I believe some tickets are still available.
Well, we have to go.
Great idea. Winter says the steak there is excellent.
I meant to the circus. Don't worry, I can take her.
No, it's fine. I'll come.
Oh, yeah? What's the catch?
A large ribeye and a good bottle of claret. Your treat.
Done. Do you hear that, Betty? We are going to the circus.
Oh, where you been, Charles? Getting worried.
No drinking before a show. How many times? I am a fifth-generation Bellini. Picked out as a whiteface by Charlie Caroli when I was 10 years old. I deserve better.
No, you do. You deserve better, Tell. Last time, I promise. Huh?
75.
Mum, what are the bookings like? It's got to be better than yesterday. What is it?
No, I'm just watching you. God, it took me back a minute. You're so like Elsa. Oh. Wish you could have known her.
She knew the risks. We all do. But we take them every day because we love what we do.
You wanted to see me?
Need an answer.
The land is mine by right. We're entitled to be here.
Yes or no?
Curtis, please. Please, we're family.
That your idea of a joke? Look, are you going to sign yes or no? I've offered you a decent price.
It's not about the money.
When are you going to wake up?
No one wants your sad little circus anymore.
Yeah, all right. Here we go.
Yeah, I wanted to give you one last chance to do the right thing.
That's the trouble with you, Joe. You've never known what that is.
Curtis, please!
CCTV outside the post office in Swinton Magna.
Lay on a few foot patrols, that should deter them.
So,
They went around for the zombie invasion in Finchmere. They soon got bored when they were barred from the local pub.
I went out with a clown once. The most miserable man I've ever had the misfortune to date. It's true what they say about shoe size.
On your feet.
Dad, did you know about this?
We've had lean periods before. It's just a seasonal dip.
But the bank is threatening to foreclose, Dad.
Well, we just need to work a bit harder, that's all, and freshen up the act.
We need to modernise, forge a new vision. I've got some great ideas that I can talk to.
Let's hear it for Oucho and Groucho, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Swinton Magna. Let's hear it for our clowns. Yes! And now, Ferrabees presents our very own Cuban Casanova and illusionist extraordinaire, Raul Delgado!
What'd you whack me so hard for, Tell? Could have broke me nose.
Something to remember me by.
What?
Look, I've had a better offer. Lead clown at Geronimo's. I think it's about time I got the respect I'm due.
We're moving on.
No, not we. Me. I'm doing you a favour, Liz. It's high time you hung up your clown shoes. You're an embarrassment.
You don't mean that, Tell?
I have carried you for 25 years, and I haven't got any more time to waste.
But we're partners. A double act. You need me.
Not anymore. It's over. Put some ice on that nose, by the way.
Freya! Freya! I didn't know you were going out.
2 of the waiting staff called in sick. Tried to get out of it, but Ashley practically begged me.
I bought that wine you really like.
Oh. There's no one else to cover.
I'll drive you in.
No need. You've had a long day.
Pack your things, girls. We're getting out of here.
This is a really good choice.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
No mobiles front of house. You know the drill.
Sorry, Ash, I meant to turn it off.
Sorry about this, guys. Complimentary bottle of wine for every table while we sort out the power.
John? John? You all right?
Stay here. Daniela, I mean, have you seen how much they're going to pay me, right? And there's an aerialist job for Sophia.
This isn't about money, it's about loyalty.
You're my wife. How about your loyalty to me?
What the hell's going on? Sophia says you're leaving.
Can you blame us? We haven't been paid for 3 months. I'm sorry, last show, and we're out of here.
But you're my star. Your face is on all the posters.
Well, then change it. I've made up my mind.
And so have I. I'm not letting Joe down like this.
You would choose him over me?
Leaving would be a betrayal of everything he's done for us.
Look, this opportunity will never come again. Well, you do know that.
Then take it.
Oh, well, it looks like it's just you and me then, Sophia. Oh, look, you only get one life. Don't waste it like I have.
As the chair and head of the planning committee of Swinton Magna Parish Council. No, look, please, if I may. I'm as anxious as anyone to stop the clown harassment, but we have to keep this in perspective.
You mean hush it up to protect your interests?
The well-being of this community has always been my #1 concern, Mr. Ferriby.
Rubbish!
Yeah, well, prove it then, prove it, before somebody gets hurt.
Yeah, is that what it's going to take to get things done around here?
People are scared to go out.
I'm doing everything in my power.
I am Detective Chief Inspector Barnaby. We are monitoring the situation very closely, and an increased police presence will be put in place until this clown situation is resolved. But Mr. Denton is correct. Currently, there is nothing to suggest that this is anything more serious than a series of random, ill-advised pranks.
Random? This all changed the day Ferriby's came back to town.
Well said.
And you are?
Mostyn Cartwright.
All leads are being thoroughly investigated, I can assure you.
Ah, yeah, not by Mr. Denton or not. He doesn't care about the community unless there's something in it for him.
Mostyn runs the abattoir. Hasn't been my greatest fan since the parish raised questions about his animal husbandry.
Yeah, the truth is, Mr. Denton won't hear a bad word about the circus because he's their major sponsor.
Yes,
Which service do you require?
Police, please.
Hello? Excuse me. The big top's not open to members of the public. Next show's not until 5.
Don't recognise your uncle now.
What do you want?
I've got something for your father. My lawyers have found a clause that overturns his claim to the land. Looks like Joe's going to have to find somewhere else to play circuses. Perhaps you could give that to him for me. Thank you.
Betty needs a wee. I think the clowns are on next. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, it's fine. No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, our handsome Cuban illusionista! He can make anything disappear. Check your wallets and your wives. And now, Ferraby's are proud to present our very own Ferraby's wonderful funny men, Groucho and Oucho!
Sarah's taken Betty home.
Well, thank God she didn't see anything.
I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident. I didn't mean to kill him.
Here we go.
I can't believe this is happening.
The circus will be closed until further notice, Mr. Ferraby.
Can you think of any reason Les would want Terry dead?
Ah, Terry told Les that he was leaving. It was without warning. Nothing.
I didn't mean to. It's my...
He must have just lost it.
So Terry let you down as well, then?
Well, I wasn't happy. No.
What do you know about the gun?
It's just a prop. That's a toy.
Well, this one clearly wasn't.
Who's responsible for checking props?
Well, Les. In the circus, everyone has a shirt sleeves job and a spangles job. Les is our props man.
Fleur? He was shot once, through the heart. Death would have been pretty much instantaneous.
A skilled shot, then?
Well, lucky. Les Morrison was so drunk he could barely walk.
Thought I'd check out the serial number before sending it off to ballistics. It was registered as stolen 2 years ago.
Thanks. Mrs. Bellini's ready for us now.
John, I hear Betty's birthday's coming up.
Yes, and?
Sarah said she'd been asking for a clown party. Then she mentioned your little chorophobia problem.
My what?
A common and specific fear of clowns. From the Greek prefix, choro, meaning one who goes on stilts.
I do not have whatever you said I have.
Denial's a powerful form of defense, but until you acknowledge a problem, you're really
I'm fine, Sigmund. Thank you. And you are?
Freya Ferraby, married to Curtis, Joe's brother. I live at the farm.
You were at the meeting?
And didn't I see you at Denton's restaurant?
I work there part-time. I also teach yoga. That's how we became friends.
Could you give us a few minutes?
I'll be outside if you need me.
I understand your husband was planning to leave Ferraby's, but you decided to stay out of loyalty?
I thought Terry was making a mistake. We both owed Joe a great deal.
You're a performer too?
Used to be. There was an accident.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Joe kept me on in the box office. He didn't need to do that.
You called the police yesterday. Why was that?
He had a break-in. They took all my jewellery.
Anything valuable?
Only to me. A locket. One of a pair. It was my twin sisters.
Two souls with but a single thought. I assume the other reads two hearts that beat as one. I studied Keats many moons ago.
My sister Elsa died. Which is why this means so much. But it's got nothing to do with Terry. Mum, sweetheart.
Won't be long now.
I can't wait forever.
You won't have to. Trust me.
Anything new on Terry Bellini?
No, I did find this on Daniela.
So that's how her sister died.
A safety mechanism failed in a notoriously risky act called the Silken Noose. They both plunged to the ground, no safety net. Daniela was badly injured but survived. Elsa never regained consciousness.
Have you got any further on Les Morrison?
He's still not making much sense. Insists that he's innocent.
Has he admitted being our rogue clown?
Good morning, campers.
Where on earth do you get your energy from?
Donuts. A couple of these and I'm unstoppable for 24 hours.
Better give it a try then.
I assume you're not here purely to raise our cholesterol levels.
Firearms came back with some interesting news. The handgun was firing blanks.
What?
I went back to the scene. Had another route through the sawdust. Found this. Blank rounds do not have a projectile or bullet. They have a crimped extension, like this one.
But you found a bullet in the victim's heart.
Indeed, I did. But it wasn't fired by Les.
So Terry was killed with a different gun?
But there was only one shot.
Well, you heard two shots fired simultaneously, one live, one blank.
Cold star, Winter. That donut's kicking in already. According to my calculations, given the trajectory of the bullet, I conclude that Terry Bellini was shot from somewhere along this line.
Are you sure about that?
Absolutely. The bullet is .240 caliber, designed for a rifle only.
So we're looking for a rifle, not a handgun.
Les didn't shoot Terry. Go through all the witness statements. We need to know if anybody saw anything, and I want a list of every rifle registered to the area capable of firing .240 caliber bullets.
And for that genius piece of forensic sleuthing, I think I deserve another one.
Uniform are bringing Les in now, sir.
What on earth are you doing?
What does that smell like to you, sir?
Paraffin.
What do you want now? I've got nothing else to say.
We'd like you to walk us through what happened.
I took out a gun. Here. And, shot him. Here.
But you didn't mean to kill him, did you?
No, I did not.
Where did you get the gun?
Bloke down the Swinton Arms, ex-con.
You wanted revenge?
It was supposed to be a joke. He said he'd given me blanks. I just wanted Terry to feel the humiliation he'd made me suffer all those years. I killed my best mate.
No, you didn't. Someone else fired the shot that killed Terry.
No, I don't understand.
Is this you, Mr. Morrison?
No.
What about this?
No, I swear.
Get those rags to Fleur for analysis. We need to know if someone was planning to burn the place down.
Sir, and the list of rifle owners has just come through. .240 caliber bullets are rare, so it narrows it down significantly. One belongs to Curtis Ferriby.
The ringmaster's brother.
And there's one at the Swinton Gun Club, registered to Ashley Denton.
I'll talk to Curtis Ferriby. You see what Ashley Denton has to say.
Nice shot.
Yes, I've got guns. Just like every other farmer in Midsomer County.
Not many fire .240 caliber bullets.
Look, I can't stand the circus. Anyone would tell you that. But I do draw the line at killing clowns. I've got better things to do with my time.
Can I see the rifle in question, Mr. Ferriby? If it's not too much trouble.
Certainly. Come this way.
I shoot for relaxation. Not nearly as often as I'd like. Once or twice a month, maybe. Work keeps me pretty busy.
Do you ever take your gun off the premises?
No, never.
Can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
At the restaurant, which Freya can verify. What is this?
Your rifle is of interest. It fires the same caliber bullets as the gun that killed Terry Bellini. We're going to need to take it away for ballistics testing.
Yeah, sure.
We keep our guns locked away in the gun cabinet, Inspector. I inherited 4 rifles from my father, Billy. He's up there holding the Purdy.
He looks very commanding.
Yeah, that's one word for him. I bet my brother put you up to this, Inspector. Well, I can assure you, nothing to do with me.
Something wrong?
Yeah, it's not there.
When did you last see it?
Yesterday.
Do either of you remember seeing anyone or anything suspicious?
I was at work.
And you went straight to the circus when you heard the news?
What? The circus?
Daniela, she needed my support.
Anyone else have a key?
Our abattoir manager, Mostyn Cartwright.
It's just the last one on the right there.
Thank you. Curtis Ferriby's rifle is missing.
Why didn't he report it?
He had no idea, apparently, neither did his wife. So either they're lying, or the killer stole it from the farm.
Ashley Denton claims that he only uses his rifle for target practice, that it never leaves the gun club.
Let's see if the ballistics report gives us anything.
Mr. Cartwright. Mr. Cartwright! I need to ask you a few questions.
You look a bit queasy, mate. Sure we're not going to need to call you an ambulance? What can I do for you?
One of Mr. Ferraby's rifles has gone missing. I understand you have access to the cabinet.
I got a copy of all the farms, Keith.
He obviously trusts you.
He calls me the son he never had. Everybody else wrote me off. Baby, look at me now. I owe Curtis everything.
Mind if we have a look around?
Of course. You sure he can handle it?
It's all automated. Pigs are herded down this walkway here, then on into the gassing chamber, and it's night-night, piggy-wiggy.
Sounds barbaric.
No, our operation's quite humane.
Ashley Denton would disagree.
I wouldn't get sucked in by Ashley Denton, Inspector. He's a hypocrite. I wouldn't feed his organic steak to my pet ferret.
Anyway, come on, you've seen your lot. More than he wanted by the looks of it. Same way back.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Cartwright.
Pleasure. Oh, and if I hear anything about that gun, I'll be sure to let you know.
Anything on the missing rifle?
Uniform search the circus, farmhouse, outbuildings, nothing.
And Denton's gun?
Our clown friend broke into a small electricity substation, cutting off power to 300 properties, including the gun club.
Interesting.
CCTV failed during the power cut, and they've been struggling to get it up and running ever since. So it's possible that Denton's rifle was removed from the gun club unseen and then returned the day after the murder.
What about statements from the audience who were there when Terry was killed?
No one reported seeing anyone behind the bleachers, but we do have this. Stage manager recorded on their monitor. They have cameras fixed up to record every performance for insurance purposes.
And that's the same area you found the rag.
Which Fleur has confirmed were soaked in paraffin.
See if the tech team can do anything to enhance the clarity.
So is this our killer? And when were they planning to burn the place down?
We could be looking at a terror campaign.
There was a lot of resentment in the parish meeting, but arson?
Curtis Ferraby said that he hated the circus, and he's the one with the missing gun.
Should we go and see him then?
No. Find out when Freya Ferraby starts work. I'd like to talk to her without her husband breathing down her neck.
We can still turn things around, Dad.
The police still won't let us reopen. Everything is conspiring against us.
Just hear me out. Police, Dad, hear me out, okay? We reinvent Ferraby's as a gothic extravaganza. A cast of classic horror story characters, ghosts, werewolves, escaped lunatics.
Harry!
No, and we tie it together with a narrative. We give it a darker, more thrilling edge. Light shows, rock music. We would attract a bigger, younger audience, and we keep Ferraby's alive.
No.
We are running out of time. You have to listen to me.
The circus is a place of magic, light, somewhere to escape all the darkness of this world.
And that is not working anymore.
You may have lost your faith, but I haven't.
Why don't you show any faith in me? We are supposed to be business partners, aren't we?
This is my dream.
It's my vision, it's not yours!
And look at where that's got you!
Winter? You didn't tell your husband that you were at the circus yesterday after the murder. Why is that?
Curtis is very protective. Sometimes it's easier not to worry him.
Why would it worry him?
His mother left when he was very young. He finds it difficult to trust.
Mr. Ferriby gave me the impression that his father could be a difficult man.
You'd have to ask him. Now, if there's nothing else, I have got work to do.
Oh, just one more thing. You said that Mr. Denton was here all day yesterday.
Yes, he was here catching up on paperwork.
Is it possible that he could have left and come back without you knowing?
It's possible, I suppose.
Thought you might want to see this. Tech team just sent it through. Now, the face is still unclear. See there? That's the gun club crest.
Now we're getting somewhere.
The CCTV image from Terry Bleeney's last performance.
As a member of the gun club, we thought you might be able to help us identify.
It's me, Inspector.
What were you doing there?
I needed to talk to Joe about a charity event we've been organising.
We have evidence that someone was intending to start a fire at the circus.
A fire? Oh, my God.
So you know nothing about that, Mr. Denton?
No. I just put my head in to see if the show was nearly over, then it all kicked off.
And you ran? Not very community-minded of you?
I agree. It was cowardly, and I regret it hugely.
So why did you run?
I wish I had a better excuse, but I was scared.
Hi, Freya. Saw you with Harry. It's a bit young for you, isn't he?
What do you mean?
Well, heads together, hands touching.
So you're stalking me now?
You lied to me.
I said I was going to work. That's where I've been. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not going anywhere. Harry just needed someone to talk to.
About what?
What the...
Uniform were on the scene in minutes. They said there was no sign of the clown last night.
Over there, get after him. I'll call for backup. Hey!
Mind if I join you? Always wanted to get to know you better, but, you know, well, your dad, stubborn. Freya was telling me you've got big plans to go on your own. A more commercial touring enterprise. I assume that's going to need some investment.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have said anything. I had too much to drink.
Well, I've got no children. You get your dad to sign the land over to me and I'll fund your project. Simple as that.
You want me to betray my father?
He's not worthy of your loyalty, believe me.
And the answer's no?
Harry, wait. Harry! Harry! Look, I just want a chance to tell you my side of the story. That's all I ask. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Five-minute call, guys.
You said it was a sellout.
Well, it was, but, you know, people are nervous. We just need to build up the public confidence.
I still think we should cancel.
Why? You know, the police have given us permission to reopen, and it's for your charity.
I have to put my reputation first. Once we're in the circus, is already damaging business.
Someone is trying to destroy me. I really need your support. Please, Ashley, please. The local press are in. Now, you volunteer for the first act, and you're bound to make the front page. Any publicity is good publicity.
I'll keep up the pretense for one more night. As a favor. Then you're on your own.
The Denton Trust is a charity that I'm very proud to represent. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. And a special thank you to Ashley Denton for his unfailing support. Ashley Denton, ladies and gentlemen. But first, ladies and gentlemen, our Cuban Casanova and illusionist extraordinaire, the cruel Raúl Delgado!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, for the most terrifying and dangerous part of the show. For those of you with a nervous disposition, I suggest that you leave now. I need a volunteer. Who's brave enough? No one? One of you out there must have nerves of steel.
I'll do it. If everyone donates what they can, I promise to match the total.
How could we possibly refuse? Mr. Ashley Denton, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand. They're the same blades I always use.
Do you keep them locked?
They're not real. They're fake knives.
So you're saying that someone tampered with them then?
How well did you know Ashley Denton?
Oh, no. I don't know Ashley Denton. I don't know anything about any of this. I'm shocked like everyone else.
I got the knives from the prop table like I always do.
So there was nothing different about tonight?
No. Except it should have been Joe in the box.
He volunteers every time. It's never an audience member.
Yeah, that was Dad's idea. He was telling Ashley it would be good for publicity.
Why would I want Ashley dead? He was my friend.
A friend who was about to withdraw his support and sponsorship.
Why did you suggest that he volunteered?
Who told you that?
Your son.
Well, I thought Ashley would enjoy being in the spotlight, that it might change his mind about pulling out.
But you think you were the intended victim?
What else would I think?
Any enemies who might wish you harm?
No.
What about your brother?
Well, we haven't seen eye to eye for over 30 years. If he'd have wanted to kill me, he would have done it years ago.
2 murders at the circus. Terry Bellini and Ashley Denton.
With Joe Ferraby seemingly the intended victim.
Although Ashley was threatened the night before he died.
By our elusive clown who's still out there somewhere, minus a shoe. Denton was caught on CCTV on the afternoon of Terry Bellini's murder in the same area that paraffin-soaked rags were found. Was he planning to set the place on fire? Or is Joe Ferraby our arch-manipulator? He was angry at Terry's betrayal, and he suggested Ashley Denton swap places with him, resulting in Ashley's death.
Well, the rags could be down to him, too. We know that the circus is in financial difficulty. Insurance fraud would secure the circus's future.
Check whether he's made any recent changes to the policy. We need to investigate any links between Curtis Ferraby, Denton, and the circus. But most of all, we need to find that missing rifle.
Mr. Denton died from exsanguination. As you can see, the blade sliced straight through his abdominal aorta. He didn't stand a chance.
Anything on the murder weapon?
Unlike the other trick knives, the mechanism was locked to prevent retraction. As for the blade itself, it was sharpened like a razor. You can still see microscopic traces of stone dust on the leading edge.
That you might find if it had been sharpened on an industrial whetstone?
Precisely.
Ours isn't the only whetstone in Midsomer.
Why would I want Joe Ferraby dead? The circus is one of our regular customers.
I'm surprised Curtis agreed to supply him, given their history.
Well, it was his way of getting his own back. Take some money off him.
So you're aware of Curtis's deep-rooted animosity towards Joe?
You said you owed Curtis everything. How far would you go to prove that?
Bumping people off isn't in the job description, Inspector. This isn't Sicily.
Who else has access to the whetstone?
No one.
What about after hours?
Oh, the abattoir's locked and it's alarmed.
Well, who has keys?
Curtis, Freya, and me.
Bravo! You know, for a moment I felt I was in Germany again. Watching your Aunt Elsa, she was just so graceful, fearless. You're just like her.
That's what Mum says.
You've got her talent.
I'm flattered, but...
You're more than capable of performing the drop that made her famous.
The silken noose? No one's done that for years.
It's in our DNA to push ourselves higher, faster, to take those risks that no one else can.
Yeah, calculated, not suicidal. I'm nowhere near ready.
I think you are ready.
I looked into the circus insurance and the current policy has lapsed, so there's no financial incentive arson on Joe's part.
Anything else?
Yeah. Did some more digging into the Ferriby brothers. Found this. When their father died, he promised to leave everything to Curtis, but there was no will, so the estate reverted to both sons.
Curtis wouldn't be too happy about that.
And according to this, Curtis was in league with Ashley Denton to get the circus evicted from the land.
What was in it for Denton?
He had acquired a considerable amount of land bordering the estate.
I can't believe he bought it to protect the hedgerows and endangered bird life. We should talk to Joe Ferriby.
Point those fingers, let's see those shapes. That's it. You can smile. That's it. Right, here it comes. And... yes! Perfect. You see, you can do it. Make the audience believe you're gonna fall.
What the hell are you doing?
Trying something new.
The silken noose? You're not seriously suggesting... You know how dangerous that is.
Daniela, she's ready. You should be proud.
It's going to happen again.
No, don't worry. It is perfectly safe.
No, Joe, you're under a lot of stress. You're not thinking straight. Joe, I'm begging you. It's my daughter.
Yeah, she's your daughter.
And you both work for me. Where the hell have you been?
I don't have to answer to you anymore.
Do you know, the police think I've got something to do with all this because of what you told them.
I told them the truth.
Is this your way of getting your own back, is it?
Who do you think I am?
You want to destroy this circus like everyone else.
No, you did all that on your own, but you just can't see it. I did everything I can to support you. At least my uncle's prepared to invest in my idea.
Curses?
You told me everything, Dad. So don't try and stop me. I really don't know how you sleep at night.
We need a word, Mr. Ferriby.
Daniela, can I help at all?
Yeah, I've just been to see Freya.
Oh, what for?
Just wanted to make sure she was okay.
And why wouldn't she be?
She and Ashley were so close, I just thought she'd want some support.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I'm here now, so...
All right.
You really think that I killed Ashley Denton because of a land dispute?
What can you tell us about that?
Well, I knew that Curtis was intent on evicting us from the estate by any means possible, but I had no idea he had the power of the parish council behind him.
You believed Ashley was on your side?
Until last night, yes. His death had nothing to do with me. In fact, I am clearly the victim of a concerted hate campaign. You should be investigating that.
Dad, I just found this in my wagon.
So, when were you going to tell me? Found this flight reference number in your bag. Said you'd never leave me.
I needed a break.
Yeah, in San Francisco. On your own.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. If you leave now, You get nothing. I'll make sure of that. No, give me your phone. Now.
And I'm locking all the bank accounts. You're not going to steal any more of my money. Hello? Boston?
He died of CO2 poisoning. Large exposures lead to toxicity of the nervous system and heart. At this concentration, he'd have been unconscious after 2 or 3 breaths. And dead in under 3 minutes. He also has severe bruising to the head and shoulder area, here and here, consistent with a fall from some height. Pretty grisly end.
That's an understatement.
On a lighter note, the clown shoe. We found deposits on the toe cap and on the sole, possibly blood, but they were contaminated. A specialist lab might get us more conclusive results.
Keep me updated. Mr. Cartwright.
Sir?
You said before that the gassing system is automated. What happens when it's complete?
There's a door on the other side. The pig rolls down and a robotic arm lifts it onto the overhead haulage system.
So once the system is set in motion, there's no human involvement in the process?
Future Inspector Curtis was all for it.
Can you talk me through the security system?
State of the art. It's owned, monitored. The security firm, they get an alert if it's been triggered.
And Curtis would have disabled it on entry.
But an intruder wouldn't.
We have a problem with vermin. We don't set the central motion sensor if the therapies are at home. Except in the office and the storeroom.
Get in touch with the alarm company. See if the alarm was triggered yesterday evening, and if so, why there was no response.
The number's on the box over there.
Sir. The alarm company received an alert yesterday at 16:58. They called Mr. Ferriby and he said that he was dealing with it.
So either this was a freak accident, or he was deliberately forced over this barrier.
Seems Mostyn's got serious form. Youth offenders for armed robbery and aggravated assault.
But nothing since?
It doesn't look like it.
We need to know everyone who benefits from Curtis's death. Mind that oil. Did your mother never tell you to look where you're going? You weren't concerned when Curtis didn't come home?
He often worked late. Slept in the spare room.
So this man who kept tabs on your every move could disappear for 12 hours straight without a call or a text to confirm where you were?
He knew I'd be home.
The alarm went off around 5 o'clock, didn't you hear it?
Yes. I mean, it wasn't on for long. I just assumed that Mostyn or Curtis turned it off.
And you were at home all day, alone?
Daniela came round to see if I was okay. She left. I went for a walk.
You told me things weren't always easy between you and your husband.
We were dealing with it.
How about the last time you saw him?
Everything was fine.
And you were here all evening, after your walk?
Yes. I told you.
Can anyone confirm that?
No.
That was the solicitor. Freya Ferriby inherits the house and the assets. Mostyn gets the abattoir.
On the land?
All farmland reverts to the surviving brother. Joe gets just what he wanted. Do you think we need to go and talk to him?
No. We need to find Daniela. Make sure Freya's telling the truth.
Who is it?
It's DS Winter. Oh, I was looking for your mother.
She's out.
Oh, maybe you can help. Is it all right if I come in? I just wanted to confirm her movements yesterday afternoon.
She went to see Freya.
And then?
And then she came home. We had dinner. That's it.
Is everything all right? You seem a little on edge.
A couple of days ago, I found Mostyn Cartwright in our wagon.
So why didn't you report it?
I knew he had a record. He could lose his job.
Right.
I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, but they don't always deserve it.
Mostyn's delivery schedule for the past month.
It places Mostyn at the circus on the day that Daniela's jewellery was stolen, the day that Harry's note was found, and the days that Terry and Ashley were murdered.
That's a lot of coincidences.
And the land registry confirmed that the circus land contains all the access roads and services that Ashley Denton needed to secure his development.
How far would somebody go to stop him?
See those bruises on his torso? They're more consistent with severe blunt force trauma than a fall. And I found metal splinters in both hands.
The trolley. We need to get back to the abattoir.
But I've got news on the clown shoe.
Unless it's got something to do with the murder investigation, I really don't want to know.
You want to know this? The sample from the toe cap is pig's blood.
Check the sample against the blood used on the notes to Ashley Denton and Harry Ferriby.
I might. If you say please.
Please.
No sign of Mostyn, sir. We've circulated his description.
Mostyn claimed that the central abattoir alarm wasn't usually set, only the office and the storeroom's office.
So the intruder would only trigger the alarm if they entered one of those zones?
Exactly.
Which, according to this, includes the office, the storerooms, and the cellar.
Mostyn didn't show us a cellar.
I think the cellar's over here, sir.
Looks like we found our thief, at least. Let's see what else we can find. No wonder you didn't want us to see this. It's like something out of a Hammer horror film. Before your time. Everything's before your time.
Thanks. There's no sign of him, sir. There are only 2 roads that lead out of Swinton Magna.
What's the most fundamental skill a training police officer has to acquire?
Making a decent cup of tea?
Observation. See anything familiar?
Oil? It's not Hansel and Gretel, sir.
It's all we've got.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Fleur.
There he is.
The pig's blood on the shoe is a perfect match for the notes.
Okay.
Put the gun down, Mostyn.
Back away from me! I'll use it!
We found the cellar you didn't want us to see.
Put it down.
You lied about everything. The truth this time.
I did it for Curtis. He needed me to help him.
Help him with what?
I still wanted the circus land. He came up with a plan to turn all the locals against him so he could get what he wanted.
So Ashley made you dress up like a clown to scare people, to cause trouble?
Was it you who planned to set fire to the circus?
I thought that I'd nail it. When I told Ashley I'd got it all sorted, he went mad.
So he went back there to remove the evidence.
And when Teddy was shot, he had to make himself scarce.
Just give me the gun, Mostyn. Come on. Come on. Is this Curtis's rifle? Did you kill Terry Bellini?
No. That's my rifle. I use it for shooting vermin.
And your chamber of horrors?
There's a black market for fermented blood. Air-dried pig's intestines.
For what?
Black pudding. Old school. There's loads of red tape around raw blood products, and I'd fail in the health and safety.
You do surprise me.
And the thefts?
It's die hard. I couldn't help myself. Don't you really think I'd kill the only man who ever had faith in me? I loved Curtis. More than his wife ever did, anyway.
What do you mean?
He was going to leave you. I heard them arguing the day he died.
Sir. Freya's not here, but I had a quick look around. Found this taped to the underside of a drawer in her bedroom.
Get it checked out ASAP. And there's something else. It's definitely the missing gun. I checked the serial number.
How did it get back here? And why would anyone return it?
What's that?
I was looking for Freya. I came to pay my respects.
Not to claim your inheritance.
Your brother's death is convenient, given your historical dispute. And to your advantage, we understand all the land reverts to you now.
My advantage? You really think so? When Harry got that note, I realized that he mattered to me more than anything else. I got it wrong. I was going to sell Curtis the land, rebuild my relationship with my brother. And now he's gone forever. He always said he hated the circus. But he loved it as much as I did.
You were two boys living on a farm. Why the circus?
One night my father went too far. My mother couldn't take it anymore. I just ran. I had to get away. And that was it. I left the farm without a word. I ran away to the circus.
But you never came back for Curtis.
I just wanted to pretend that part of my life hadn't happened. Just sort of dismiss it as a nightmare.
A nightmare your brother was left to live alone.
I was going to ask him to forgive me. Not that I deserve it. And now it's too late.
Can you feel the earth moving, my darling?
Quite a temper you've got there.
He deserved it. I just wish I'd hit him harder.
With the same impulsive violence that caused your husband's death.
That wasn't me.
I'm trying to conduct an interview here, Mr. Morrison. Thank you. Hold on. The calls made from Freya Ferriby's secret mobile were all made to a number registered to a Mr. Ray Dawkins from Dalston. That's you, isn't it? Raoul.
Used to be.
We got a problem with that?
You were sick of Curtis controlling your life. You had to kill him before he shut down your escape route.
No. I went for a walk, went home, and stayed there.
We only have your word for that.
Ray Dawkins has 2 wives and 3 other women suing him for child support.
I'm the victim here. You treat me like a criminal.
Polygamy is a crime, Mr. Dawkins. You made Freya think that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with her, that you were free to marry.
She didn't need much persuading.
All you were really interested in was the money that she'd been transferring from Mr. Ferriby's personal and business accounts, which Curtis discovered, along with your plan to leave, the night he died.
You win some, you lose some.
Take them both to the station.
Ray Dawkins is a manipulative liar, but I don't see him as a murderer.
Freya has motive and no alibi, but we need hard evidence.
A uniform matching the inventory of everything reported stolen against a list of items found in Mostyn's bag. Everything was accounted for except Daniella's missing locket.
Why isn't the locket with everything else?
Maybe it was pawned?
It's unlikely. Daniela said it was only valuable to her. We know that Sophia suspected Mostyn of being the thief. Did she tell her mother?
You think maybe one of them went back to the abattoir to look for it?
Daniela?
You again.
Come on.
Oh. I just wanted a photo of us together. Cherry had trunk loads of this. Thought Daniela might have got rid of them all after what I told her.
What did you tell her?
No, something personal. Nothing to do with any of this. It's ancient history. Yeah. Let's go. All right, mate. All right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Two hearts that beat as one. This is Elsa's. Everything is about Elsa. This puts Daniela at the abattoir.
She must have discovered Mostyn's bag.
We need to find her. Check out the big top. I'll try the box office.
She's not here, sir.
Go and stand in the ring where Terry was shot. Daniela.
Daniela, we just want to talk to you.
Come down, Daniela, please.
Mum! What are you doing?
Daniela, come down! Daniela, we just need to talk to you. Three people have died, Daniela. Why?
Terry didn't do the safety checks the day Elsa died. He was too busy screwing one of his dancers. Les told me a few days ago. I couldn't let that go.
What does that mean?
He killed my sister. So when Les told me about his plan to shoot Terry with blanks, I had to take it further.
And Ashley, that was you too.
Ashley was a mistake. That knife was meant for you.
Why? You've always been my friend.
And I thought you were mine. But now I know our friendship's based purely on guilt. It's your job to supervise the safety checks. Your name on the insurance. It was your signature on the safety log the day Elsa died, the day I almost died, even though you knew it hadn't been done. How could you do that?
You falsified the evidence to protect your staff.
No. To protect the circus. We'd have been rude if it had come out. Ferriby's is my life. I couldn't just let it die.
No, there isn't nothing you wouldn't do to keep it going, including risking my daughter's life.
What about my brother? What had he ever done to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Finally, I had a chance to be the brother that Curtis deserved. To make up for all this lost time. And you stole that from me!
Just like you stole Elsa from me. Hurts. Doesn't it?
You took Curtis's rifle, then returned it. How?
He almost caught me. I wish he had.
Daniela, can I help at all?
He thought I'd gone, but I couldn't risk leaving the rifle. Walked back to the trailer, then I heard them arguing. I took my chance. On the way home, I had to avoid Mostyn. Sophia told me she'd found Mostyn in our wagon. He was carried that bag.
You thought that he was the thief, and that the bag might contain Elsa's locket?
I knew I didn't have much time, but still, I had to see if it was in there. And it was.
Hello? Mostyn? Hello?
It was an accident. Mum, please don't.
Elsa lost her life this way. She wouldn't want that for you. For Sophia.
Mum, please calm down.
Come on. Okay. All right, sir. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Stay for a drink. I think we could both do with one.
Betty, hello.
Hello, Daddy.
Fleur, I wasn't expecting to see you.
Hi. So,
You know that Betty wants clowns for her birthday party next week. I know you're not keen, so I was going to say no, but...
So I suggested you try some aversion therapy beforehand.
Come on, guys.
Paddy's more scared of clowns than I am.
Told you. Should have had his balls removed.
Clowns? In my house?
Look, they're here now. You might as well give it a go.
Go on, sir. You can do
it. Only if Paddy does it with me. Come on, good boy. Oh, come on. It's kill or cure. Send in the clowns.